So you think that you need to get ready and you need to get to a certain place before you start attracting a partner? I used to think the same thing. I need to first become ready, get to a perfect place, and then I can start dating women. And so in this video, I want to tell you why that's a complete mistake and why you're wasting your time if you're doing that. And I'm going to tell you what you can do instead to date so you don't waste time and you can actually find someone and grow with them in the process of becoming better yourself. I'm going to do this while I'm cutting up an orange, so I hope you don't mind that. You probably won't. I mean, a lot of people like watching other people eat, so yeah, let's do that. A couple of years ago, I broke up with an ex-girlfriend of mine. It just didn't work out for whatever reason. It wasn't aligned, and I decided at that moment that I won't date again until I'm completely ready to date. And in my head, ready was look a certain way, feel a certain way, have a certain amount of money, maybe have a house, all these things that I kind of created in my head as kind of like the prerequisite to date. And once I started coaching women, I realized, and also men, I realized that this is so common that a lot of women, especially successful women, you try to wait until everything is perfect before you even start dating. And the reason that's a mistake is because attraction is not from, oh my God, this person is perfect. I want to be with them. Attraction is, wow, this person is really cool. And I see them improving every day. That's what creates a strong pull towards wanting to be with somebody. The girl that I have right now, my girlfriend that I have, whom I love, I see her improving. I see her going to the gym. I see her with her routines and her habits. I see her learning new things. I get to witness this person become more developed every single day. But if she didn't allow herself to date before she got to a certain place first, which you'll never feel perfect, let's be honest, that never happens, then I wouldn't have been able to witness all of these different things that I've seen her go through. And I wouldn't be able to have been the person to help her with certain things too. I think what a lot of women don't realize is that men are really attracted to a woman that listens to advice, that can take advice, that can apply it, and that can see changes from it. Especially masculine men. Masculine men love to give advice. They love to solve problems. That's why a lot of successful men are like engineers or entrepreneurs because the whole point of being an engineer or an entrepreneur or doctor is to solve a problem, is to get to the root cause of something. And then once you solve the problem, then you go on to the next problem. And so if you are that person in your life, if you're the masculine in your life solving all of your own problems, when are you ever going to give your man or a man a chance to solve a problem for you? Does that make sense? So I have a rule here, okay? And this rule is the 70% rule. You want to get to like 70% readiness in terms of who you are as a person, then you start dating. So let's say in your head, you want to be extremely fit, have a really nice body, get your career to a certain place, make this much money, and then you will start dating. Scratch that. Get to 70% of that. You might even be there right now. So I think a prerequisite is like you should feel secure in yourself first. If you can feel secure in yourself, then you are mitigating the chances of getting into a relationship that might really crush you if it doesn't go well, or having certain traumas come up for you. This is a really strange orange. I don't really get it. I'm gonna cut this in a very unique way, just so you know. So get to 70% of what your initial goal was. And once you're there, go out into the world and start dating. Dating is pretty much just relationship building, but with more intimacy. So when you can go out there and make friends, then you know that you're probably ready to date. I think when you are comfortable with yourself, when you know what you're looking for, when you know what you want, when when you're not extremely anxious about meeting new people, when you have good like interpersonal skills. It doesn't have to be great, but when you have good interpersonal skills, like you know how to listen, you know how to ask questions, like you actually care about getting to know people, I think you're honestly ready to date. The women that I know, the clients that I've had that have been the most successful in their dating life, meaning they found a good relationship and they feel good about themselves and they've developed a strong relationship, they've found a boyfriend or they've gotten married, are the ones that are like, dude, whether or not I find a relationship right now is not my goal. I don't really care about that. I'm just looking to keep improving and I'm looking to put myself out there to give myself a chance to win. Because if you never give yourself a chance to win, you're not going on dates. How can you expect to find the love of your life? They're probably not going to be the first person you meet, right? Oh, that's so good. I'm kind of a messy eater. Don't mind me. So 70%. Once you get to 70%, go out there and date. And how do you know if you're 70%? Well, when you're around a guy that you find attractive, how do you feel? Do you feel excited or do you feel extremely nervous? It should be excited. When you're around a guy that you find attractive and he looks at you and he smiles at you, do you feel good? Does it make you feel happy or does it make you doubt whether or not he actually wants you? If you're doubting yourself, if you lack the self-esteem, then there's something there. There's something there that you got to work on. This is what I help my clients with. I help them with self-esteem, I help them with selection, I help them with increasing your standards and having strong boundaries. Like if you don't have boundaries, you're not going to attract the kind of man that you want. Period. Because a really successful man, a high value man, they're looking for a woman with boundaries. They do not want a woman who is just easy for everybody. Because if everybody could have her, then what's the point? You know what I mean? Like, men love when a woman has the masculine traits of being able to say no. If you can say no to other guys, then a lot of the times we'll want to say yes to you. I hope this made sense. I know this was kind of like a random video, and I know you probably wanted to watch me eat this, but I don't know. I think that's something that you should be paying for, honestly. Anyways, if you want to watch more videos like this, go and watch the rest of my videos on my page. I'm going to be more consistent on YouTube. I know I've been saying this, but I will be more consistent now because I think this is important for us to get to know each other so you can really get to the place where you're comfortably dating, where you feel relaxed and where you feel centered and grounded. One of my clients just told me today as I was coming back from the gym through voice note that she's feeling really good. She's doing well in school. Her dating life is going great. She feels like she doesn't have to perform. She could just be herself. And the guy that she's dating is going above and beyond for her, and it feels great for her. And I told her like this is how it's supposed to be. And then my job here as a mentor for women in dating is to help you get to that place too, to help you realize that that is normal. For you to be in a great relationship is normal for you, not for everybody. The average relationship is kind of shitty. The average relationship, people are arguing, there's little to no intimacy, it's toxic, they don't care about each other, they're playing all these games, but a good aligned relationship is built on communication, trust, strong values, and just wanting to see your partner get better and wanting to help your partner improve. So another thing that you don't get from waiting till you're perfect to date is you might think that you need 5 years to get to where you want to get to, but it might take you 10. But if you meet the right person that motivates you, that inspires you, you could get to your goals in a year. So stop waiting and start living. Okay? If you want to join my private community, link is in the bio. If you want to apply to work with me one on one, well, there's also a link down in the comments below. Have a beautiful day and remember 70%. Peace.